So this kind of a addictive behavior where my dad, the greedy framer, is basically showing an obsession over money, basically, where he's basically saying that I will find you a woman from somewhere around me in my family if you would just give me illegal assurances of money. This is just from yesterday, August the 11th, 3:11 p.m., where a father is is showing his son a woman out there, and for illegal assurance of money, August 11th, 2:43 p.m. And this is father say this is Bentley for dad. That's it says right over there. Basically, he's asking for illegal assurances of money. And this just continues on over and over again. Yeah, the father is basically. I'm showing it one more time. I know 1:41 p.m. He's showing his son. A woman and saying that I'm going to show you a woman from my own family that you could commit incest with in exchange for illegal assurances of money. He's basically saying last night, 3 minutes before midnight, August the 11th, 3 minutes before midnight, Aunt May, why does Aunt May keep getting younger is what it says on there. This man is absolutely obsessed with money. The addictive behavior that he has is insane. He keeps asking for money all day, night long. This is from a couple hours ago, August the 12th, 2:04 p.m. It's a MoneyGram money transfer ad, basically saying that I will find you a woman and you will give me illegal assurances of money in exchange. You also have this is from yesterday, 2:31 p.m., August the 11th. The Mafi means forgiveness. So he's basically saying, yeah, forgive me, and then I'm gonna find you a woman out there from my own family for you to commit incest with in exchange for illegal assurance of money, as in the MoneyGram ad that you just saw from a couple hours ago at 2:04 p.m. today, August the 12th. This is the kind of behavior he has as a parent. He's saying, I'm going to find you a woman that you're going to commit incest with. One of my own greedy famers, big fat ugly old sisters, or someone else I do not want to know about, in exchange for illegal assurance of money, MoneyGram, money transfer ads today at 2:04 p.m. You have other Bentley for dad ads and things of that sort of nature. And he's continuously asking for money over and over again, while at the same time he is also saying that I'm going to find you a woman that you can go ahead and sleep with and commit incest with for my own family. Is the level of extreme greed that my dad, the greedy framer, basically has for my brain savant money. You have to also understand the fact that you also have extreme envy for the brain savant money as well, where he's trying to make up lies while at the same time he's lying over and over again, and he's asking for forgiveness with the Mafi basically means forgiveness. Even very recently he asked for forgiveness again. This is just from yesterday, 2:31 p.m. That is the Mafia again, basically asking for forgiveness for all the lies, fabrications, false testimonies that he's made against me, while at the same time making them at the same time, and greedily telling me that he's going to find me a woman I do not want to know in exchange for illegal assurance of money, sending MoneyGram money transfer ads today at 2:04 p.m. only a couple hours ago, August the 12th at 2:04 p.m. that I showed a little while ago. Yeah, this is the level of extreme greed and extreme envy that my dad, the greedy framer, has after he's already fabricated numerous false testimonies against me. November 28, 2025, that he begged his framer sisters to make against me, along with law enforcement. Early January, confessed lie before November 20th. Early April, complete total lies. No, not 1 ounce of truth to anything from the facts and evidences were true from the phone conversations. July last month, lies that Ibrahim, the greedy framer spokesperson, made. These people are full of lies, and at the same time, while he's enviously trying to lock up my brain savant out of extreme envy of my brain savant, he's also greedily trying to get illegal assurance of money, sending MoneyGram transfer ads today, August the 12th at 2:04 p.m. all kinds of things. Aunt May keeps looking younger, or something of that sort of nature. Just last night, 3 minutes before midnight, telling me with the Empower ad that I'm going to find you a woman to commit incest with from my own family. This is the level of greed that my dad, the Greedy Framer, has for money. And at the same time, this psychopath is showing the course that the monetary value of my brain savant does not even exist. And at the same time, he's begging me for that money all day, night long, clearly showing a split personality, a double personality in this individual, complete total liar. Not something that a parent does is to say that they're going to find a woman that their kids are going to commit incest with in exchange for illegal assurance of money, clearly proving from facts and evidences that he's fully aware of the monetary value of my brain savant, and which is why he's willing to do anything in exchange for illegal assurances of it, including asking me to commit incest with anyone that he could find in his family, with the Empower ad of the father showing his son a woman that he finds from his own family for him. It's due to the fact that all the times he asked me to commit incest with his own sisters that I've just showed in the previous video. Disgusting things like on March 12th, asked me all day long if I was willing to sleep with his ugly, old, disgusting wife, which we know for a fact he asked law enforcement if I was willing to do again just yesterday, August the 11th, and he also asked law enforcement if I was willing to sleep with the big fat ugly old sisters in exchange for illegal assurances of money. And then he asked law enforcement today on August the 12th, 2026 at 2:04 p.m. if I was willing to give him illegal assurances of money for incest, in exchange for incest, if he could find a woman for me. This is a level of greed that this person has, along with the envy for locking up my brain savant. And at the same time, he's begging for forgiveness with the A-Mafia all day and night long, saying, forgive me for making all these lies against you and give me all these illegal assurances of money in exchange for sleeping with a woman that I'm going to find for you to commit incest with. Disgusting individual with all the lies he's already fabricated against me. Someone like Sana Shamim, he should not be allowed to basically repeat her quote unquote opinions that literally law enforcement could have found anyone on the side of the street to make after 50 people who tried to narrate against me in this trial have all gotten caught lying, having illegitimate, invalid motives, like Junaid with his sex addiction, my dad, the Greedy Framer, and his Framer sisters with extreme envy and greed for money. After all these narrators have been caught, and the overseas narrators, Adamji, Maruk, and Abdullah, have all been caught as being complete fabricators and liars. My dad, the Greedy Framer, his Framer sisters, and Ibrahim caught as being complete fabricator and liars. And you also have Junaid being caught as being complete and total sex addict, who's only doing this due to his sex addiction problems, and even asking law enforcement last night, August 11th, to murder me due to me not wanting to comply with these sexual demands of scamming other people's daughters and then passing them around to Junaid. Now law enforcement has literally gone over to people like Sana Shamim, whom law enforcement would basically have them say whatever they want them to say, pretty much. And Sana Shamim would pretty much say anything that law enforcement wants them to say as her own opinion, quote unquote. They could literally get someone from the side of the street to be making these opinions for law enforcement. It is how these opinions are, quote unquote, opinions. There's no credibility to these opinions. Sana Shamim was not saying whom she heard these things about me from, since there's no links. She's never met me. There's no record of me meeting her. There's no one that could have told her bad things about me after 50 different narrators, my dad, the Greedy Framer, all caught lying. Adamji, Maruk, Abdullah, all caught fabricating false testimonies from overseas. Junaid being a sex addict, just yesterday asking me to scam other people's daughters by working with him in doing so. And then when I didn't do so, he got rejected by these girls again in the evening time. And then he basically called law enforcement in anger and said that I should be murdered because I refused to. So he asked me in the afternoon yesterday, August the 11th at 12:18 p.m. And then he said, he was basically saying, can we work together and scamming these girls? And by evening time, obviously he He asked the girls himself, and when the girls rejected him again, he called law enforcement in a state of anger, and he said that I should be murdered, clearly showing from facts and evidences, proving from facts and evidences that Junaid is doing this due to sex addiction. Every single narrator has been found to have extreme invalid motives against me, due to which they literally want me murdered. And so now law enforcement is basically going to people like Sana Shamim to give her quote unquote opinions, where the opinions have absolutely no links, no credibility. No one that Sana Shamim could say that this person said this thing bad about Hassan to me, due to which I'm saying this about Hassan, or that the reason I am saying this is because I met him at one time and I thought that he was a bad person due to this, due to which I am saying this about Hassan. Nothing like that. No sources, no links, nothing of that sort of nature. She's just spoon-fed this info, just like how law enforcement would be spoon-feeding someone from the side of the street, literally telling them what to say in the trial against me as their own quote-unquote opinions, where the opinions are not based on any witness testimony, where the person claims that they witnessed me being a bad person in any way, shape, or form, or saying anything, but instead they're basically claiming that since there's no record of me even meeting her, they're not even claiming that anyone said anything bad about me to them, but instead they just came up with opinions, quote unquote, on their own without any reason, any links, any sources of info against me that would say that I'm a bad person. Clearly just waking up one morning and thinking of this and about me being this way. Clearly showing that this is incredibly biased opinion from Sana Shamim, only comes after 50 different narrators have all been found to be complete and total liars and fabricators, like my dad, the greedy famer, and his famer sisters, and Ibrahim, the greedy famer spokesperson, the drug addicted sex addict, and the people overseas, Adamji Abdullah Mahrukh, all being caught as being complete and total liars and fabricators, which is why they then went over to Sana Shamim, basically told her to give her quote unquote opinion, not based on any links, not based on any sources of why she has this opinion, who gave her this info that claiming that I'm a bad person. There's no time that I even met her in my life on record. She's clearly proving from facts and evidences that it's not because of her meeting me and saying that I saw Hassan saying something or doing something due to which I think he's a bad person, not even saying that someone else in the family said something bad about me to her, due to which she thinks that I'm a bad person in any way, shape, or form. Literally law enforcement finding that 50 of their narrators have all been caught to be fabricators, liars, and corrupt individuals that are acting on extreme envy and extreme greed, and people from overseas like Adamji Abdullah Mahrukh and people that they're trying to find, basically making lies and false testimonies against me out of extreme envy of my brain savant, over and over again getting caught. Law enforcement basically goes to Sana Shamim, asks her to give her quote unquote opinion, which is not opinion since it's not based on witness testimony of me being bad in any way, shape, or form, her even meeting me where she saw me or saying something that would be considered bad in the remote sense possible, or that she had anyone tell her that I'm a bad person due to XYZ reason or anything of that sort of nature. Literally Sana Shamim, like anyone law enforcement could find on the side of the street, being spoon-fed info to say things only because all of their narrators have been caught to be complete and total liars, fabricators, and envious and greedy individuals who would do anything for my brain savant money if it were freed, as you just saw my dad, the greedy framer, offering incest after incest since last night with different people like his own sisters, his wife, ugly, old, disgusting looking wife, and anyone he could find in his family in exchange for illegal assurance of money. And you can ask law enforcement, they will tell you that this is exactly what my dad, the greedy framer, has been doing since yesterday. And then right now, this is like way more than 80. This is his framer sister Farah. This has been way more than 80. This is today, August the 12th, 5:39 p.m. Only a couple hours ago, 5:39 p.m. This is basically Farah the greedy framer saying that you could take any of my daughters due to her extreme greed, saying I'd take any of my daughters and sign a prenup marriage agreement with her due to her extreme greed, and at the same time due to extreme envy, she's trying to claim that Sana Shamim's opinion should count, so that my brain savant should get locked up only because I'm not willing to marry her daughter, abnormal looking ugly daughters that I'm not willing to marry And so my brain savant should get locked up due to her extreme envy of the person that I would be marrying. And at the same time, she's greedily telling me that I could marry any of her daughters. So these people's, their narration is based on extreme greed, extreme envy, and their motives are incredibly invalid. Junaid is a sex addict who asked me yesterday to help him scam other people's daughters. And by evening time, he got rejected by a girl again, due to which he called law enforcement in a state of anger and said that I should be murdered due to his sex addiction problem. These people's invalid motives were clear. People from overseas, Adam Maruk Abdullah, were clear, due to which now they're finding people like Sana Shamim spoon-fed info against me that are clearly spoon-fed by law enforcement only because all of their narrators have been caught as being complete and total fabricators, liars, and acting on invalid motives.